Pakistan has gone from witnessing a deepening political crisis to now finding itself in the midst of a constitutional crisis. Minutes after dissolution of its assemblies by Pakistan President on the advice of the Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan, the top court took suo moto cognizance of the matter. The hearing was adjourned yesterday and will resume today. Three-judge bench headed by the Chief Justice had the matter. The top court has made the President a party to the suo moto case. Chief Justice of Pakistan Umar Atta Bandial has said that the act of the Prime Minister and the President will be subjected to the court's ruling. The CJP said that it is of the utmost importance that all functionaries do not take advantage of the situation and act as per the Constitution. The Chief Justice of Pakistan has said that Federal Interior Secretary and Federal Defence Secretary have issued notices for report on Peace and Tranquility Court and has also issued notices to the Attorney General to explain constitutional positions for invoking Article 5, which says that loyalty to the state is the basic duty of every citizen, and obedience to the Constitution and law is the obligation of every citizen. Meanwhile, leaders of the opposition have been protesting in the National Assembly. The opposition has vowed to continue to protest until the Supreme Court takes a decision into the matter. And for more on this, we were earlier joined by Ambassador Abdul Basit from Islamabad. He is the former Pakistan High Commissioner to India and the Director General of the Islamabad Center for Regional Studies. And this is what he had to say.
No, nobody was expecting this, but I think the opposition came to the National Assembly well prepared. Our law minister or information minister moved a motion which was accepted by the speaker, as you very rightly pointed out. It was a good political move. Whether it was constitutional, now it is for the Pakistan Supreme Court to interpret. We will have to wait. But my feeling has always been whether Prime Minister Imran Khan loses or wins, Pakistan in any case is heading towards fresh elections. And that is going to happen now because, in my view, the Supreme Court will not take any decision in a day or couple of days. They will take time, and meanwhile the process of 15 minutes, 15 days, this Prime Minister can stay for 15 days, and then the process of a caretaker government would start. And that, in my view, I think, is going to happen. I'm not expecting the Supreme Court to overturn because there are constitutional clauses, provisions which say that the Supreme Court cannot interpret the proceedings of the Parliament under Article 67. So we will see what happens, but I think nobody was expecting this, even not the opposition was expecting this, that the government would go to this extent. I think if you ask PTI members or their supporters, they are obviously very jubilant about it. You can easily see. But since the opposition was not expecting this, they are, caught kind of unawares, and they're shocked. And now I think they are groping kind of in the dark. They do not know how to react to it. There is no much febrile rhetoric is there, no doubt. But I think now the game is almost over as far as, as I can see it. Even the opposition does not have really many options available. And in my view, they will eventually settle for fresh elections. They did want to have their own government because they wanted to facilitate the return of the then former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. They also wanted to use this time, to handle the cases against Maryam Nawaz so that she was able to contest the next election. So one could understand from their viewpoint, it's a huge setback. But as I said in the beginning, the government came very, very well prepared, and they have surprised everyone, even their own members.
We're still on that, and our correspondent Anas Malik also exclusively spoke to PMNL leader Khawaja Asif, who says that with this latest move, Imran Khan has destroyed whatever little credibility he had.
I have with me Khwaja Muhammad Asif, former defense minister, former foreign minister as well, from Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, a prominent leader. Sir, how do you see today's move by the incumbent or by the former government, by the Imran Khan administration, of dissolving the assemblies and rolling back the no confidence motion?
Totally unconstitutional. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind, and especially the backlash this government is getting from the media and the public and the people who know the constitution and law, or even people who are, they respect the constitution and the sanctity of the constitution. They have, I think, whatever little credibility was there about Imran Khan, that has been destroyed today. And now the matter is with the Supreme Court. They are the ultimate custodians of the Constitution, and they will definitely protect the Constitution, and they will uphold the Constitution, which is the ultimate document which governs this country, and the institutions, the constitutional institutions.
Was this expected on the part of the government?
We were definitely expecting some sort of foul play from the government, but this blatant violation of the Constitution and declaring 195 people as traitors, whereas the communique of the National Security Committee day before yesterday did not mention any conspiracy or treacherous attitude by any politician or anybody else, or anybody conniving from Pakistan with the foreign power. They even in that communique, the foreign power's name was also not mentioned.
So, what is going to be your future course of action, and are you ready for elections?
We are ready for election. Politicians are ready for elections anytime. That's not a problem. That's one way of you can say it's a way of living for us. For the politicians.
And in case if the assembly is restored, what is going to be your future course of action against the former government, or against Imran Khan and his advisors, those who have?
We will definitely seek that the Constitution, the relevant articles of the Constitution are applied to them.
Great. Thank you so much, sir, for taking our time.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.